your face. What's up, everybody? Dotson Man Diecast, Mark McHotwheel in the house again for another podcast. I'm off today. Slept in. Weather's not too nice. There's construction next door. You may hear some of that. You may hear a train pass. You know, you're just here with me in my Hot Wheel lair studio customization station. Whatever you want to call it. We're here today. We're hanging out. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's having a blessed day. First and foremost, love you guys. I appreciate you listening to these podcasts. Some of them are all over the place, but who cares, man? We're just doing it, I'm getting into these podcasts, and I'm just coming here and saying words about diecast and life and rants and raves and all that fun stuff. So come along for the journey. So you're gonna hear this chair squeak too. I got this squeaky little chair I got at a garage sale. I'm not living this baller life and some super nice exotic leather chair. It works. I can sit on it and it doesn't break, and it hasn't broken yet. Anywho, I got some packages recently. I think you guys have probably saw my unboxing video from Eddie at City. Here we go. It's going to be a long podcast, or short. Eddie at Simple Customs with a K. I totally forgot about that until I made the video and I realized it was Customs with a K. It throws my brain off. I can't function like that. So he made me a monster truck Datsun 510. He made it for Kimber, but she's not going to get her hands on it. We already fought. Some chairs were thrown. I was thrown off the deck. I'm okay. But no, none of that actually happened. But no, we both love this car. Of course, we're set to get married in January, which has been stressful, to be honest with you. Just this whole COVID thing, getting married in a pandemic is not ideal. So trying to appease everybody and social distancing, and nobody wants to get sick and all that stuff. So we just have to be thoughtful. I mean, there's older people and stuff like that coming, and by older I mean like me, 37. So yeah, we've been dealing with that, but we're getting married, so everything's like 50-50. So it's 50% mine, 50% hers. So the same goes with their new car and the GTR. She's already planning what she's going to do with it. So, which is fine, because she's very short. I don't think she can reach the pedals. I'm going to make sure I adjust the seat all the way back and bolt it down so she can't adjust it, so she can't drive it. So, I also hope she doesn't listen to this podcast, because then, I'm going to be in trouble. And nobody likes to be in trouble. Well, some people do. Some people like to live life on the edge. But, that's not always me. Anyways, like I told you guys, this podcast may be all over the place. I'm already lost on what I was talking about. So, and my voice is already giving out. But we're going to push through it. We're going to power through it. So, back to the monster truck that Eddie gave me. It's amazing. I just made a video on YouTube I couldn't just do an unboxing of it. I had to do a quick video on a little turntable and everything. So check it out. Go to YouTube. Check it out. Take a look at it. It's an awesome monster truck. I absolutely love it. Kimber loves it. So yeah, I just really appreciate when people do that kind of stuff, like the amount of time that he put into that car and sent it. Eddie, you're awesome. If you're listening to this, I hope you are. You rock, man. Your customs are amazing, and you got a big heart. So, just like Hewitt says, like, hey man, you don't got to send me nothing. No one has to send me anything, but when people do, I love it. It's better than a Super Treasure Hunt. It's better than an RLC car, whatever. It's people's time. And it's just really a cool thing. I appreciate you guys. So yeah, check that video. I posted on Instagram too. I sent Eddie a couple merchandise things because, well, he deserves it. and I hope he gets it safe and sound. So I'm not going to tell you what I sent him, but because he may be listening to this podcast, I don't know. So, and I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode about scalpers. Lots of comments, a lot of feelings about that, So I just encourage people to stop buying from scalpers, paying the prices. I just got back onto Mercari to look. I'm always looking for Datsun 5. I've bought quite a few Datsun diecast things, older cars. I bought a bunch of old 1976 Datsun Zs, Hot Wheels, and I've given most of those away. I think I only have like 3 left. I bought like 6. So I've given half of them away. I'm not very good at math. But, so I've given some of them away. I gave one to Derek. I gave one to... I already forget who I gave them to. But they're really cool cars. And I buy a lot of stuff on Mercari. Not so much lately, but I got back on there to look for Datsun 510 stuff. And, I see the BRE 2-packs. And what people are asking for them is just absurd. So I think one just sold for, I don't know, $35-$40. And there was a couple packs that sold for like, or just trying to get $60 out of like 2 packs, the Mercedes one or the Porsche one and the BRE one. So yeah, but somebody just bought that one for like $35-$40. It's like, stop paying those prices, please, because it's like, that's not worth that. They're already, some of these cars are already too expensive, to be honest with you. Like these that Hot Wheels are coming out with, like the sets, the Walmart exclusive sets, box sets. Those are $20-$25 now, maybe. And that's quite a bit of money for just a couple, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 cars and a transporter. It's a lot of money. So, and then you take that car that's already kind of borderline too much money, and then you mark it up to like $50. You double it. So it's just like, and then people pay for that. So it's like, stop buying this stuff. And yeah, it's just going to be one of those processes. It takes a while for people to start getting it. But, all we can do is talk about it and spread the word, because a lot of people are maybe new to the hobby or just not thinking the correct way, and they're just like, I'm never going to find it. It's like, maybe, if you're a kind of person that's stuck at home, maybe have a, handicap or something like that, and you can't go hunting, then join the community, get onto YouTube, chat with us, laugh with us, and we'll get you hooked up with the cars you need. So there's really no excuses to buy things for that kind of a price, because you got your Hot Wheel homies to help you out, and that's what it's about. I was watching Big A's live stream last night, and there's a few of us in there, and it was good times. Showing off some cool cars that he got. He just sent me that BRE pack for like an early Christmas present, and he sent me some main lines. I didn't have most of them yet, so shout out to Big A, Adrian. We love you, buddy. You have a huge heart. Adrian also said whatever I don't raise for that custom van that I'm auctioning off or raffling off for charity, he'll pay the difference. So those are the kind of people that make the world go round. Touching on that for a moment, I posted that. I was sent that car. It was customized, and I'm really happy that people send those customs to me to raffle off. And I raised like $65 the first day, and it's just halted. So if you guys can get over to Instagram, to my Hot Wheels for Hope page, and donate anything, $5, $10, whatever. This is specifically, like I like to say, for kids that get stuck into sex trafficking and all that bad stuff. That's no one likes to talk about. but it's real. And this organization gets them out of those situations and helps them. Straight up, the guy who runs it, ex-CIA, he puts together these stings and covert operations to get these kids out of those situations in all over the place. So, third world countries, here. So, that's what the money's going towards. I'm really passionate about that kind of stuff. I wish I could do more than just raise a little bit of money, but something is better than nothing, you know? You got to stand up for things that you believe in. So I encourage you guys to help me out. I've got $65 raised of $250, so we're a ways out. So I would appreciate that. And like I always tell people, if you can't afford to help, you have social media, don't you? You're listening to a podcast right now, so you can share either this podcast with somebody else, or you can get on Instagram and share that so that other people can pass it on, and that we can raise this money for kids, to help kids out of these situations. I just want people to think, just like that's what this podcast is for. A lot of times, just to think about things, you normally don't think about during the day. Like maybe you're at work right now, driving to work. Maybe you're working out, whatever. It's not very often that you get that kind of thing in front of your face. To think about kids that are being taken advantage of, that are being stolen, kidnapped, taken away from their families, sold by their families into slavery, basically. And you don't think about those things on a consistent basis. So please share that post. Do whatever you can to help these kids out, because they need it. And there's people that are actually there to help them. And this money, no matter how little or great it is, it helps them. So enough of that. So I've gone on my spiel about charity stuff. So, but today is it's a good day. I'm off. Kimber and I are gonna go hunt for some Hot Wheels. She's got to go get her dress fitted again, or brought in, or something. However that works. And then I'm going to go to Bobocon, the little collectible store, toy store, because it's right next to it. And see if they have any diecast or anything, or maybe just check out some of their micro machines that I've been eyeballing. So I wanted to buy some of those because I used to have a handful of micro machines, and they're pretty sweet. So yeah, we'll head over to, I think, Everett, Washington. I might check out some other stores and keep hunting for cars. I'm really looking for that Datsun 510 2-pack to find it in person myself, because I love when people send me stuff that I can't find, but I'm a hard hunter. I hunt hard, whatever that means. But you just got to hit a lot of different stores, and you got to do it pretty consistently. And then, for me, I do a lot of like shelf flipping type of things and look behind. I go 1 or 2 or 3 aisles over, and I generally find stuff. So I did that yesterday. Kimber and I were hunting, compiling another hunt video for you guys. And I didn't find anything yesterday, but I definitely tore the target apart, because I saw that that the 2-packs are out. There's an empty shelf, or there's an empty peg that says the 2-packs there. So I know they're out there. So yeah, sometimes you gotta look behind stuff. People hide stuff. I still don't get it. But my goal is to find those soon. Maybe I'll find them today. I don't know. Usually you'll find them when you least expect it. Or you find stuff when you're not feeling like stopping. Like, I don't feel like stopping at the store. Do it, and you probably will find something. So many times, I think me, and I think even Derek at Honest Diecast, I was going to say Twice Diecast, he hunts all the time, and he knows that sometimes when you don't want to stop, but you do anyways, that you can find some really cool stuff. So, squeak a chair. So, yeah, we'll check some stuff out today, and we're having dinner with Kimber's dad today, and hopefully that'll be fun. And he's He's a good guy. So it's nice to have, in-laws that are great people and big hearts and support you and your new wife and everything like that. So excited to have dinner with him. So yeah, it'll be a good day. But like I said, this podcast is a little bit of a ramble, but I'm rambling on about stuff. But I just encourage you guys to keep hunting for the cars you're looking for, and don't pay the scalpers all the prices. Like all the money. Don't do it. Yeah, and then another thing that I like to talk about is the people out there that still haven't started their YouTube channel or their Instagram or whatever. Encourage you to pull the trigger on that, and I'll talk about that a lot in this podcast because this podcast is meant for encouraging people, especially my Hot Wheel homies. And so you gotta push forward, make your first video. Is your first, and like let me just say this for a second. Listen up. Your first video on YouTube, if you want to make a video, if you've been interested in doing that, your first couple videos, they're not going to be good. They're going to be bad. Mine were bad. They're not good. I did have some like classes back in high school where I edited videos, so I'm not a dummy when it comes to that, but they're not going to be good, and I'm still learning to this day and trying to put in the right amount of effort to not spend too much time editing and to be able to spend time with family and friends and go on with your life without completely submersing yourself into YouTube. I wouldn't encourage that, because you got to worry about your friends and family first, But, of course, you have a lot of friends on YouTube, but we all have lives outside of YouTube and Instagram or wherever you're at, and I always encourage people to kind of take a break from YouTube or Instagram too, or maybe just put your phone away for the day and just watch out for, of course you don't want to ignore if somebody has an emergency, but just kind of get off social media every once in a while. And just so you guys know, straightforward and everything, sometimes I have to pause these podcasts just to breathe. Sometimes just talking so much kind of like takes it out of me, so sometimes I pause this thing if you hear any little clicking noises or anything like that, because sometimes when I'm talking, interviewing people, get a chance to stop talking and breathe for a little bit. But like I said, you guys know I had COVID a couple, 3-4 weeks ago, so still process of fully getting back to normal, and sometimes it's a little bit much to talk for like 40 minutes straight, so I have to pause it every once in a while. So yeah, anyways, I try to go for as long as I can without pausing on these podcasts, but I like to have some people on soon, some guests. I'd like to have, you can hear the construction workers next door, by the way. It's fun listening to them all day long, drill and hammer things and stuff, but just a whole part of being a neighbor. Anyways, yeah, I like to have Kirby on, Curbs Customs, Big A, and Nas. Still gonna need to get him on here. I watched some of his videos on YouTube yesterday. I encourage you guys to go, for the channels that are bigger, have been around for a while, I encourage you to go back to their very start. Or go back, I encourage all of you to go and watch my very first video ever. Go watch it. Just to see the difference in growing, in that it's not going to be an amazing video. The sound's not going to be great. Music's going to be, so. But you don't just start making great videos or good videos or start out with 100 subscribers. You don't. It's a process, And the exciting thing right now is, I think, with people that decide to start channels, I think Eddie, that just sent me that custom Datsun 510, I think he just posted his first video, and it was of that Datsun 510 that he made. And congrats on making your first video, man. Like, he's got, I don't know, 20 subscribers or something like that. So make sure to subscribe for Eddie at Simple Customs. I've got his link to his channel below the video on the 510, the Monster Truck 510, which is so cool, by the way. Still blown away by how cool that thing is. So now you have to start, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you have to start with your first video. It's not going to be good. And I think Kimber's, my fiance, is about ready to start her own video because she's so funny. She's so beautiful and kind. And she loves organizing things and food prep and like all this stuff that's great. I was watching a channel of this lady that's been doing it for quite a few years now. She's got 300,000 subscribers. And I'm like, babe, you can do this. Like, you're funny. You do all the same things that she does. And I'll help you, So just need to first, post your first video. And I'm excited for her to do that. So hopefully that's soon. I know that I don't know if we'll do it today, but soon we're going to make she wants to do her first custom. And I don't know which car it's going to be yet. Maybe it's going to be a Datsun. Maybe it's going to be a Porsche. Who knows? She likes both of those a lot. But I'll have her do a wheel swap. I'll show her how to do it. And she wants to do it. So we'll do that soon. And then we plan on doing a 10-minute custom build off soon as well and get people involved in that. So it'll be a challenge of making a custom in 10 minutes, no more. So you can go less. I mean, if you can make a cool custom in 5 minutes, hats off to you. But I think even 10 minutes is really quick. It's going to be interesting. But I'm actually really excited about that. But yeah, just being a part of this diecast community day to day, guys, is it's a real treat. I'm going to say that. It's a real honor to know a lot of you people. It truly is. Like, no matter how bad of a day I have at work or just in general, like with a lot of things, to climb back onto my channel, to read the encouraging comments, to watch people giving each other stuff, helping each other out, encouraging each other. It's what makes the world go around, It makes kind of all the bad stuff that you have to deal with disappear. It really brings you faith in humanity. And it's pretty amazing. And another thing I'd like to touch on here. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today, guys, but got a lot on my mind. It's been a rough week, and I found out I lost a friend Sunday to a heart attack, and he was a buddy from church, and he would come around at my work too. He was a insurance inspector, adjuster, and it was a really pretty sudden thing. And his son is also a friend of mine, because he was his son Andrew. I got him into, it touches home with you guys too, because I got him into collecting diecast. He collects Hot Wheels. He loves Datsuns. I sold him a Super Treasure Hunt Datsun 510 wagon at what I paid for it, because he wanted one, and he wanted to get into the nicer Datsuns, right away. So he's a collector, and he lost his dad to a sudden heart attack. So it's been rough. It's a sudden thing. Life is fragile. Life is short. And Kevin was an amazing man. And he will be missed dearly. He was, like a lot of you guys, a genuine, caring, kind person that you could talk to for hours about anything. He was a very selfless man. So I will be making a tribute video for him. His favorite car was a 68 fastback Mustang. He sold it to buy his wife her wedding ring. So back in the day. So I'll be making a Mustang tribute video for him. And it's he will be missed so dearly, so greatly. And just a reminder to everyone to appreciate, to love the people that are around you. Your father, your son, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friends, because life is fragile. Life is short. Some people live to be 100 years old. Some people live to be 5 years old. It's just, I think everyone can appreciate what they have, and some people don't appreciate it till it's gone. So, one thing that resonated with me that I saw on, I think, Instagram this year is if you move out of state, away from your family, like your mom and your dad, for example, how often do you see them? How often do you talk to them? If you move out, like if you let's say they live in Washington like I do, and you move to Florida, how often are you going to see them? Once or twice a year? So if they're already 70 years old or 80 years old, how many more times are you going to see them? So it's just really important to let people know how much they mean to you and how much you care for them, and to see them as much as possible. As I'm considering moving out of state right now, Kimber and I, and we really don't want to move too far away because of our family, and we want to be able to see them on a pretty consistent basis, So we're thinking Idaho, because it's drivable, 8-hour drive or something, and like an hour and a half flight. So just, guys, appreciate what you have in life. I think a lot of us wish they had more, wish they had this or that. But if you have a good family, amazing wife, kids, let them know how much you love them all the time, because you never know when your last I love you is going to happen. So, watch out for that video. Try to keep it together on the video, because he was a great guy, and he did, we've talked cars many times, and I wish I knew him better too. I wish I got to know him better than I did, but I still have the opportunity to get to know Andrew even more. He's always wanted to go on some drives in the GTR with me, and he's totally welcome to do that, and we can go have fun and hang out. And he's just like his dad, very kind, very generous, very sweet. So I'm gonna probably wrap it up here in about 30 minutes here. So just remember, with your hobby, whatever it is, whether it be diecast or anything else, or remember with work too, that work is not more important than your family by any means, and it should never come between you and your family. And if you get stressed out and have a lot of stuff, and you come home and you're in a bad mood or whatever, just remember your family, your wife, your kids. They love you, and they want the happy you, not the stressed out, worn out you. So don't wear yourself out with work. Don't wear yourself out with overdoing it on YouTube or on social media. A lot of social media is fake. People are fake. I don't mesh with people that are fake. You guys know me, that I'm pretty much, I'd say it how it is. I just had a review at work. My boss is like, yeah, everybody knows what, Mark, you say it like it is, and we know how you feel, about anything. And, and that's how it should be. No one should be talking behind each other's backs, not say anything they wouldn't say to someone's face. And I think, excuse me, I think that everyone can just really, during these times, be more patient with each other, be more kind, more forgiving, to move on from things, to not let things fester. If you've got hard feelings towards people, I think forgiveness is a huge thing. And just be real with people. That's what a lot of people appreciate. I know that's what I appreciate about people. For example, like I was saying before I got myself off track, one of the people that I really truly appreciate and that I'm going to have here on the show is Nas, Nostalgic. And he also has a YouTube site called Shelby Street Customs, which he's trying to grow that channel, because that's his like Hot Wheels only channel. He's a very funny guy. He's a very genuine guy, and he's very real. And he'll let you know what he thinks at all times, and what he's feeling and what he's going through. And I've noticed one of his older videos, or maybe no, actually it was a recent video, I think, that he's just very real about, sometimes people just struggle with, just like getting overloaded or stressed out or depression or whatever. It's really helpful to talk about that stuff and just be real with people, and for people to understand, like, everybody's got something they're going through. You don't know what they're going through, so be kind to them, So appreciate you, Nas. Hope you listen to these podcasts. If not, I'll get you on board, because when I get you on the channel, I'll probably go through and listen to these other podcasts. So I love you, buddy. I'd like to meet you in person someday, and keep on doing what you're doing, because it's good stuff. I love your content. It's inspired me to do a lot of videos and branch out and do different things. Nas gave me the app for what I use now for thumbnails, and he recommended another app that I use for editing my videos on YouTube, and they've made my life a lot better and easier, and my content's better now because of Nas. So yeah, we're just all here to help each other. Like I said before, I'm always willing to help you guys. If you have any questions about editing or hunting or whatever, just hit me up. I've said my email in every single podcast, but I plan on making a new email, .man diecast email. I'll let you know what that is. But I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Wish me luck out there finding some good Hot Wheels. And I will see you guys in the next podcast later, my Hot Wheel homies. I'm in your face!